do a quick video of what I've been painting. This is a Reaper miniature. It's some kind of a bird, demon, gargoyle kind of guy. He's pretty cool. And I've been painting him a bit. And I've got all different bright colors on there. Yellow, blue, green, and red on the feathers. And this big base on him because some of the Reaper miniatures come in a soft plastic where the bases are a bit bent. So I had to fabricate a terrain base for him to make him stand up straight. But other than that, I like the miniature. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, they're not models. They're more like traditional toy soldiers where they come all put together in plastic. And we're also working on Citadel Finecast. This is Commander Shadow Sun. This is going to be the general of Shelby's Tau army for 40k. She's doing a nice job on her. You can see she's got some multi-meltas there, or the Tau equivalent of a multi-melta, and she painted it purple, dark purple, and blue. Also got waiting on deck the Dark Angels from the Dark Vengeance box set. I've got all of them left to paint. I painted my Chaos guys out of that box first because I play Chaos. I don't actually play Dark Angels, but I think I'm going to keep them for a while anyway. I may end up selling them. So if anybody's interested in them, please let me know. I'm willing to sell or trade them. I have the 3 Ravenwing Bikers, the 10-man tactical squad, the leader, and the Terminators. They're all base coated. They've been base coated for a couple of months now, actually, and just been kind of sitting there because I've had other priorities. So this is what I finished last night. We're going to go over to the finished pile. Now these guys are finished, but they're not based yet, and it's a bit dark over here because I'm away from the light. I'm going to try aiming some more light at them. Let's see if we can do this any better. Alright, well, here we have 3 Skaven Gutter Runners, which are going to be used for Frostgrave as some sort of mutant giant rats, and also I'm going to use them for Age of Sigmar. This is a Troll, which I've painted up for Frostgrave as well. These are all going to be for Frostgrave. And I painted him up in a dark blue color scheme. Let me see how we can focus on him with the light here. It's not the best. We'll have to figure out better lighting later on. Okay. This is my little skeleton horde. 5 skeletons with spears and an armored skeleton, like a black knight. This is the old Isabella von Karstein model, and this is one that I'm very proud of. I think she came out wonderfully. I gave her the traditional paint job, which is the same as she's painted in the book, which is a red and white dress, little dark black and purple accents, black hair, and she has an ornate silver and gold sword. Now these are all just painted gray bases right now, but since these are going to be for Frostgrave, we're going to make snow bases for them. These 3 little guys here are miniature demons. They're called imps. They are Reaper miniatures, which I put on round Citadel bases. And I've got red, blue, and green here. The green one kind of looks like Mike from Monsters, Inc., so I painted them like that. And they're kind of cute. And this last model is the Strigoi vampire model from the old Citadel range. Very nice pewter model. And he's going to be a ghoul for Frostgrave. He looks very monstrous and ghoulish. And of course, any of these miniatures can be used for any sort of fantasy game, Age of Sigmar, anything like that. Here we have the stuff that's been completed for a while. This is stuff that you'll see time and again. This is the Forces of Order army for Age of Sigmar, and basically just a nice big pool of well-painted fantasy miniatures to draw upon for Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy, Frostgrave, and also, I guess you could use them for Kings of War, Mantic games. I've got the old lizard men. We've got some Wood Elf Spearmen, maybe Eternal Guard. We have some Skink Bowmen. We have the Wood Elf Glade Lord on Great Eagle, painted up by Shelby, very nice. There's a couple Chaos miniatures back there which I was playing with. That's the Changeling and a Chaos Warhound. In the front we have the old Empire Battle Mage out of the Wizard's box. An old plastic, one of the first plastic wizards which they put out. We also have some dwarf miners there, which are very cool with the little candles on top of their hats, very retro. Got an Empire mortar and 2 Reaper miniatures mermaids. In the back we have 10 Sisters of the Thorn, which are really deadly in Age of Sigmar now, because they can shoot, cast magic, and fight, charge all in the same turn, which is kind of crazy. They kill my demons all the time. Dwarf warriors, which they got kind of nerfed. They're not as good as they used to be, but they're alright. They're slow, basic troops. Hit on 4s, wound on 4s, I think, or maybe hit on 3s, wound on 4s. In the back we have some Empire State Troops, swords and shields, and some with handguns. We have a High Elf Dragon Prince, the old Bretonnian Knights from the box game from the 90s. Those are some very cool miniatures, which I was super happy to find. And in the front we have Wood Elf Glade Guard, which also got kind of nerfed in Age of Sigmar. I thought they were going to be a lot better, but they're alright. And they get a bonus if there's 20 of them, but the old box only comes with 16, so if I could find 4 more models individually, they would hit on 3s instead of 4s with their bows. This is my painting station. I've got a mixture here of testers, Tamiya, and of course Citadel paints. And also some craft smarts back there, which are actually pretty good for base coating. They're about 75 cents a tube from Michael's or any other craft store, wherever you are. And it's a good cheap way to do bases. People don't realize you don't have to buy expensive paints all the time. You can use cheaper paints for certain things. And I like to keep a few tubes of those on hand, just in your basic colors: red, blue, gray, white, black, green, tan, to use if I need to glom on a lot of paint for a terrain project or, like I said, basing. They're very good. Anyway, the next time you see these guys, they should be painted. So that will be the next video. Alright guys, this is Steve, the Armchair Emperor, and I am signing off.